has he done? What has he done? As is your custom, I release to you one prisoner. But shall I crucify your king? But shall I crucify your king? I am innocent of this man's blood. It is your responsibility. Bring water. I want you all to know that this has nothing to do with me. I wash my hands of this man's blood. Guard, release Barabbas. The will of the people has spoken. Jesus of Nazareth, I have no choice but to sentence you to be crucified.
My dream! You must listen to my dream!
Enough with your dreams! I'm sick and tired of everyone trying to tell me what to do. I am the authority around here, not you, not anyone else. Now take him away. Jesus, may God have mercy on your soul and on mine.
Today, God is triumphant.
Caiaphas.
Ha! Judas, the man of the hour. I hope you haven't come back for more money. We paid you your 30 pieces of silver, and you did what was right. Now, be happy and go away.
I too thought I did the right thing. But when I saw him condemned to death, I knew I was wrong. I regret what I have done. I now realize I have betrayed innocent blood.
So? What is that to us? That's your problem, not ours.
Here, take your money. You're no longer bound. Just stop all this before it goes any further.
Come now, Judas. We don't want your money. Take your 30 pieces of silver and go buy yourself something nice.
I don't want your blood money.
Judas, you're a fool. Your main concern was money, was it not? Well, there it is. You earned it. You delivered your Lord and Master into our hands. So be proud. When you watch him die, know that it was you and you alone that made it happen. You betrayed him.
No. No. No.
Judas, Judas, Judas. You poor excuse for me. You've really done it now.
I've done it. You were the one who told me to betray him.
That's nonsense. Why would I tell you to betray the Son of God? No, Judas, it was your greed that caused all of this.
Perhaps you're right. What am I to do now?
The answer is right before your eyes. You give Judas that rope. Well, what do you think? It'll solve all your problems. Get up off your knees, Judas. Go. Run now. Hurry up and run.
Judas was no more, but his deed was still being done. Beaten, bloodied, now sentenced to die, they made Jesus carry his own cross to the place of execution. Through the twisted streets and the angry mobs, oh, how the demons of hell must have laughed that morning, thinking that they were soon to have their victory. The death of the only begotten Son of God. But it was his choice to be where he was. And it would be his victory.
Sadly, it has happened as Isaiah wrote. He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid, as it were, our faces from him. He is despised, and we esteemed him not. Surely he hath borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Yet we did esteem him stricken, smitten of God, and afflicted. All we like sheep have gone astray. We have turned everyone unto his own way, and the Lord hath laid on him the iniquity of us all.
Walking on the road to Jerusalem, the time may come to sacrifice again. My two small sons, they walk beside me on the road, and the reason that they came was to watch the Lamb. Daddy, Daddy, what will we see there? There's so much that we don't understand. So I told them of Moses and Father Abraham. And then I said, dear children, watch the Lamb. For there will be so many in Jerusalem today. We must be sure the Lamb doesn't run away. Then I told them of Moses and Father Abraham. And then I said, dear children, watch the Lamb. And when we reached the city, I knew something must be wrong. There were no joyful worshipers, no joyful worship songs. I stood there with my children in the midst of angry men. And then I heard the crowd cry out, crucify him. We tried to flee the city, but we could not get away. Forced to play in this drama, a part I did not wish to play. Why upon this day were men condemned to die? And why were we standing here where soon they would pass by? I looked and said, even now they come. The first one cried for mercy. The people gave him none. The second one was violent. He was arrogant and loud. I still can hear his angry voice screaming at the crowd. Then someone said, there's Jesus, and I scarce believe my eyes. A man so badly beaten, he barely looked alive. Blood poured from his body, from the thorns upon his brow, running down the cross and falling to the ground. I watched him as he struggled. I watched him as he fell. The cross came down upon his back. The crowd began to yell. In that moment, I felt such agony. In that moment, I felt such loss, until a Roman soldier grabbed my arm and screamed, "You carry his cross." At first, I tried to resist him. Then his hand reached for his sword, and so I knelt and took the cross from my Lord. I placed it on my shoulders and started down the street. The blood that he'd been shedding was running down my cheek. They led us to Golgotha to drive nails deep in his feet and hands. And yet upon the cross, I'd hear him pray, "Father, forgive them." Oh, never would I see such love in any other eyes. Into thy hands I commit my spirit. He'd pray, and then he'd die. I stood for what seemed like years. I'd lost all sense of time, until I felt two tiny hands holding tight to mine. My children stood there weeping. I heard the oldest say, "Father, please forgive us." The lamb ran away. Daddy, Daddy, what have we seen here?